Show me.
I'm the martial arts film freak, and I watched Mortal Kombat 2.
It's not destiny. It's not something you're born with. It's searching for greatness.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen for Mortal Kombat.
Then realizing you've had it in you this entire time.
Whoa! I really don't feel comfortable hitting a girl.
Don't worry. You won't.
Mortal Kombat 2 is a 2026 film directed by Simon McQuoid and starring, get ready for this because I'm going to name every single person in this goddamn movie: Carl Urban, Louis Tan, Jessica McNamee, Mashad Brooks, Ludi Lin, Tadanobu Asano, Joe Toslam, Max Huang, Hiroyuki Sanada. Who else we got? Adeline Rudolph, Martin Ford, Tati Gabrielle, Chin Han, Damon Harriman, CJ Bloomfield, and God, who else am I missing? Josh Lawson. I think I got everybody. That sounds like all of them. That's like everybody on this poster right here, minus Quan Chi. This time the tournament has finally begun, and it is up to Earth's mightiest heroes, not those guys, to stop Outworld and the villainous Emperor Shao Kahn from taking over Earthrealm and enslaving its people. Before we get too far into this review, I just wanted to preface my discussion here by reminding people of something that I've said 1,000 times on this channel. I am a Tekken boy. I'm a Tekken boy. But I do like Mortal Kombat. Like, I was raised on Mortal Kombat. Like, the first movie over here, like this is part of what shaped me into being a martial arts cinema nerd. So let's get into this review. Mortal Kombat 2 feels about as Mortal Kombat can Mortal Kombat. It essentially feels like, one of the game's story modes minus the fun of being able to play it. All of the characters from the first film are back, and it is good to see them firmly planted in this world. Same goes even for some of the new characters. It's just nice to have characters who, like, we don't really have to be like, they're not going to be introducing a whole lot of stuff. They're not going to be wondering what the heck's going on. They're just like, this is the world, it's real, we believe it, it's what's happening, and we have to save it. I like seeing that. It makes everything feel much more real. It engrosses you into the movie a lot more. I don't know what this is. I'm sorry. But of course, we do get one new character who does need introducing into this new world with Carl Urban's Johnny Cage. I like him. He's funny. I'll say more later. The movie is full of plenty of Easter eggs for Mortal Kombat fans to discover. Even myself, somebody who is not neck deep in the lore of Mortal Kombat, I still saw plenty of things that made me go, oh, look at that. There's that. That's fun to see. Even stuff, within the world of Mortal Kombat and stuff in the real world that, became Mortal Kombat. All fun things. We see in the trailer that Kano is back, and you may be wondering, why is Kano back? Didn't he die in the first film? It's Mortal Kombat. They do this stuff all the time. People can die, people can come back. It's Dragon Ball Z, but it's Mortal Kombat. But with that, it is an example of how obvious it is that they listened to the fans, which is good. They found the things that people didn't like, they found the things that people did like. One of those things is the fans freaking loved Kano. He's the best part of that first movie, that terrible first movie. And he's still the best part of this. Honestly, he's fantastic. Josh Lawson as Kano truly understands what his character needs to do. He understands the world he is playing in. He understands the source material that he is working with. Josh Lawson is a delight. Now, as this movie is much more about the fights, honestly, there is not a lot of story going into everything. We do get introduced to the MacGuffin that feels unnecessary. It feels like you could have just written, I don't know, maybe just to have the faith in a certain character being as strong as they are and don't need a MacGuffin to make them so strong. It just feels pretty dumb to me, in my opinion. Maybe a bit too much. Didn't need that there. But the movie doesn't have a lot going forward with like the base plot. So what it does is it puts a lot of that story into two main characters. Where the first film really focused on Cole and had a lot of our established known Mortal Kombat characters as supporting players, this movie does that same thing with two people, Kitana and Johnny Cage. And one of those I think works really well and would work a lot better if it didn't have the other one. Johnny Cage is the new guy. He is dumbfounded, awestruck, confused, and kind of scared of all the new stuff going on around him. People are dropping like flies, people are dying in brutal ways, and he's like, I'd like to go home now. He's at a low point in his life. He has zero confidence. His style of action, he's no longer exactly a movie star. He is passé, and he needs to find that confidence again. And Kitana is classic Kitana. She is a fighter for Outworld. Her world, her realm lost Mortal Kombat to Shao Kahn many years ago, and she now sort of works for him, was raised by him, but she has that sense of good. She wants to fight for Earthrealm. She wants to be a good person and get out of Shao Kahn's shadow. Classic Kitana. Clearly in this movie too, the much better character, the much better story. She just has a much better, much deeper character arc. We see her as a child lose her father and lose her realm to Shao Kahn, and we see her grow up and want to be a hero for her people and take down Shao Kahn. She's got solid development, but she's sort of staggered by having to share that spotlight with Johnny Cage, which, sure, his story is fine. Watching somebody gain back their confidence can be a really good story, but the problem is we don't really see that story take place. We see him have a fight or two, and eventually he just like wants to make better decisions, and he eventually finds his confidence, he finds himself again, but we don't see why. We don't see what driving factors made that happen. It just kind of happens. Like, we need character motivation. We need something to happen to this man that really gets him out of his funk, and we don't really see that. We see somebody stroke his ego at one point, but ego isn't exactly character. So even though Kitana has the better story arc, she has the better character development, we still even don't get enough from her most of the time, because sharing that spotlight with Johnny Cage is detracting from what we could see happening with her. We could get much better character development. We could get much deeper story from her. Like, yes, she kind of, from the moment she is an adult, wants to be better, but it would be really cool to like see her gain her confidence to fight back against Shao Kahn. Like, seeing that develop in her would have been really cool, really powerful. So let's get into the action. Let's get into the Mortal Kombat of this here Mortal Kombat. I made no secret, even in this video, that I was not a fan of the last movie. I was not a fan of the action in the last movie. If you go back and watch that review, I'm complaining about the poor editing, bad fight scenes. At the time, we praised that opening fight between Hiroyuki Sanada and Joe Taslim. I looked back at it a few days ago, and honestly, I think we were just excited to see Hiroyuki Sanada and Joe Taslim, because even that first fight, looking back at it, it's not very good. And I've made it no secret since they announced that Karl Urban was playing Johnny Cage that I had very little confidence in this movie. As soon as they announced that Simon McCoy was coming back from the first film to direct, I had even less confidence in the action of this movie. But I went into this movie last night choosing positive attitude, not really thinking about my expectations, just, feeling optimistic is a good word. I went in feeling optimistic. That being said, I found the action in this movie to be serviceable. Completely serviceable. A lot of it is just kind of bright colors. It's bright colors in the shade of Mortal Kombat. And if you like Mortal Kombat, if you are going to see this movie because you just freaking love Mortal Kombat and you want to see Mortal Kombat on the big screen, I'll tell you what, you are going to love this movie. You are going to love the action in this movie. You're going to love every single fight scene, because this movie is straight up Mortal Kombat. But if you are into this movie because you want some of the best fight scenes of 2026, you want to see a martial arts spectacular in the freaking dressed up as Mortal Kombat, well, guess what? You are not going to get what you want. And I don't mean to be rude saying that. I don't mean to be, mean. It's just, I didn't get what I wanted. And if you're like me, you're not going to get what you wanted. If you are watching the Martial Arts Film Freak, if you are here on this channel right here because you are a diehard martial arts cinema fan, you wanted to see some dope ass fight scenes that aren't just in the shadow of Mortal Kombat, so it's Mortal Kombat, it's cool because it's Mortal Kombat, you're not going to have a good time. The action in this movie is serviceable, with one fight, I will say, being good enough. But I didn't go into this movie wanting good enough. Yes, I did not go in with high expectations. I went in with pretty low expectations, which is fine. You should do that with most movies. High expectations can ruin your time, ruin your experience. But I went in with optimism. That optimism wanted to see good fight scenes. I went into this movie thinking, I'm at least going to see some good fight scenes. I saw one that was good enough. So I want you to look back at that first film starring Robin Shou, Cary-Hiroyuki Tagawa, all those people from 1994, 1995, whenever it was. That movie does not have just fight scenes that are good enough. That movie, to this day, has fight scenes that are good to great. Yes, there are not so good fight scenes. Sonya Blade Kano, can't recommend it. Almost every other fight scene in that movie is good to great, and they hold up. Scorpion versus Johnny Cage. Liu Kang versus Sub-Zero. Liu Kang versus Reptile. Legendary. Liu Kang and Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage versus a bunch of guards. Was a good time. All these fight scenes are good to great. Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung. Solid freaking fight. Good fight. All these good to great. And again, they hold up after 30 years. These fights hold up. Nothing in Mortal Kombat 2 is going to hold up. It's not going to hold up after 1 year, let alone 30. And I don't put that on the fight choreographers. I'm a big fan of those guys. I love so much of their stuff. Malai Kim, if you haven't seen Man in Chair, he's got dozens, hundreds maybe, of fantastic fight short films on YouTube. One of my favorites is Man in Chair, I believe it's called, on Slow Your Stunts YouTube channel. Go watch this. It'll make you cry. It's so freaking good. Michael Lair, I've been watching his stuff on YouTube for a decade, for so long. He is so good. And I know they put so much work into this fight scene. I've seen the interviews. I've heard them talk about it. They put so much passion and time and work into this fight. They were training with actors. They were doing so much. But at the end of the day, it comes down to directing. It comes down to editing. Again, I'll bring up that when they announced that Karl Urban was going to be Johnny Cage, I instantly lost, what was that, a year ago? I instantly lost so much confidence I had for this movie, so much hope I had for this movie, because I knew that Karl Urban was not the right choice. Yes, he is going to give you a charismatic character. He's going to give you some funny moments. I love Karl Urban. I love Karl Urban and Riddick. I love Karl Urban so goddamn much. But from the get-go, I've been saying that he should have been played by somebody else. He should have been played by somebody who knew what he was doing for the fight scenes that could also act pretty freaking well. Somebody whose name might rhyme with Spot Spadkins. But let's not talk about what could be, let's talk about what is. It is evident in every single fight scene that Johnny Cage has. It is evident every time he is doubled, every time the shot is from behind his head, every time he is doubled by a real person or a CGI double. It is evident, and it is ugly. It is evident whenever they have to cut the camera, they have to cut the angle to a different shot because somebody performing in a fight scene couldn't be authentic. And for me, that's the word of the day here. Authentic. Authenticity. They had to cut around so much. They had to make things look bright, pretty, and colorful in the vein of Mortal Kombat, in the shadow, in the costume that is Mortal Kombat for this movie. They had to do so much because so many performers in this movie simply could not be authentic. And that's not everybody. Again, I said this movie has one fight that is good enough. The authenticity in this movie comes in the form of Max Huang as, I keep forgetting the dude's name, Kung Lao, and Ludi Lin, Liu Kang, and of course, Cole Young, played by Louis Tan. They are authentic, pure authenticity. They are the only thing authentic when it comes to the fight scenes, the martial arts in this movie. Every other fight scene does absolutely everything it can to hide the lack of authenticity going on screen. Whether it is a Sonya Blade fight, a Johnny Cage fight, a Jade fight, a Katana fight, Jax fight. All of them, I just watched them just not really feeling any emotion whatsoever. Yes, the stakes are there. The stakes are there in the story. It is Mortal Kombat at the end of the day. It has massive stakes. But stakes can't do all of it. I need to see something in the physical performance. I need to see something in the choreography. The choreography is there, but I could not always see it because we had to cover it in beautiful, bloody CGI and editing. I won't say it's all the most cutty stuff in the world. I've seen far worse. But it's evident that they're hiding, that the people they have in this movie can't do anything. So the two best words I have to describe this whole movie is good enough and serviceable. It is an improvement on the first film in almost every single way. We got straight to the tournament. Trust me, we got straight to that tournament. We have better characters. We have better action, which is not much of an improvement. This movie is much better than the first. But when I thought the first film was a steaming pile of dog shit, that's not really a big jump. This movie is completely serviceable. This movie is completely good enough, and I don't ever plan to watch it again. If you are a giant Mortal Kombat fan and you just want to see Mortal Kombat on screen, you are probably going to love and have a good time. I like Mortal Kombat. I don't like this movie. It's good. It's not, I was going to say it's good. It's not good. It's not bad. It's serviceable and good enough. Solid 2.5 out of 5. A movie that deserves enough credit for the slight good things it has in the story and one serviceable, good enough fight scene. And I like those guys. Max Huang, Ludi Lin, they do good work. They deserve better. This movie could be better in a lot of ways. 2.5 out of 5. It is absolutely good enough. It is completely serviceable. Tell me what you thought of Mortal Kombat 2 in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow on all the pages. Martial Arts Film Freak on Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, all those things. I wanted more. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.